Hey guys, I'm Awesome Plush Productions, and welcome back to another video. So, as you see, the Fnaf collection has grown extensively ever since the last time I did one of these. So, naturally, since this is a new year, 2022, we are going to be doing another collection video. Once again, these will be sorted by wave and not by game, and for the restocks, they'll be sorted when the original plushies came out, not the restocked plushies, because it just kind of makes more sense in my opinion. Okay, so before we get to the Funkos, here's a very special plush from Sanchi, Golden Freddy. I really like this guy. I can't believe I never started collecting the Sanchi plushies, but I've never owned a Funko Golden Freddy, so I figured this was a good alternative, and I was not disappointed. I actually think this is more accurate than Funko's Golden Freddy. Then here's a bonus one. It is a bootleg, but the Sanchi one is really rare. Dreadbear. I like this Dreadbear, and it will be featured in a Dreadbear's Family Diner video, so stay tuned for that. So for Wave 1, on the Funko Wave, to kick it off, we have 5 retail plushies, all the retail plushies, and 1 exclusive. So, first we got the one and only Freddy Fazbear. It's pretty cool. The colors are inaccurate, but other than that, I like them. Next we got Bonnie. Carrots! We got Chica. My least favorite out of Wave 1, because she looks like a freaking Angry Bird for some reason. Bruh. And then, next we got everyone's favorite Five Nights at Freddy's character, Phone Guy. Of course, never mind. Who would want a plushie of a phone? Of course, it's Foxy. Yarg! And then, next, thanks to the restocks, I was able to get my hands on... They call it Funtime Foxy, but to avoid confusion, I'm just going to call it Toy Foxy, because it makes more sense. There's not much that's really special about it. I wish they did something else, like the endoskeleton or something like that, but for what it is, it's alright. And then, we have 1 exclusive from this wave, Toy Freddy, also thanks to the restock. The colors are very inaccurate, but I still really like him. Oh, and as another plushie release around that time, we also got these Mymoji plushies. I have 3 of them, Freddy, Bonnie, and Foxy. As far as I know, almost nobody bought these things. It's like they thought they were completely pointless, but I don't know. I think they're kind of cute, and they are cool to use for the baby characters. As for Wave 2, I have 4 of the retail characters. So, we got Nightmare Freddy. I think he looks very inaccurate, but I guess he looks average. The Puppet, probably my personal favorite out of all these. Well, out of the Wave 2 ones, of course. We got the Toy Cupcake, and the owner of it, Toy Chica. If you're wondering where Springtrap is, my Springtrap was actually bootlegged, so I made it into Scrap Trap, who you will meet later in this video. I'm still yet to find a Funko Springtrap plush, but I'll keep looking. Now, next is Wave 3, which, well, not exactly the worst thing ever. We could notice a bit of downhill when it comes to quality, because notice how all these guys from the first 2 waves had embroidery on them, including the Mymojis and Dreadbear, even though it's a bootleg, and Golden Freddy. But we'll see here that there's a lot more printing. Something tells me that the prices for the materials went up a bit. Next, we got Baby. A lot of people don't really like this human-like style plush. I mean, I think it works for some characters, in my opinion. I just don't think it works for Baby because of how thick she is in the game. I think it would have been better if they stuck with the body designs for the other ones. It's fine for Ballora and Enter, though, because they're kind of skinny. And then, next we got Funtime Freddy. He used to be one of my favorites, but looking back on him, he's really not that great. I mean, the face looks a bit uncanny, and the bonbon is absolutely trash, because it's literally printing, and the material on him is terrible. Then, next we got Funtime Foxy, probably the best one out of the retail exclusives. I mean, not retail exclusives, retail wave. Next, we got an exclusive, Lolbit. SlyPie really likes this one, and I can see why. It is pretty cool. Probably my personal favorite out of all the sister location ones that I have. So next, we have the Blacklight Wave. Now, let me just say, everyone hated this wave because it was just recolors, but in my opinion, they're not exactly the best wave ever because they are just recolors, but for what they are, they do look cool and appealing. So, first we got the green toy cupcake, blue Freddy Fazbear, my personal favorite, pink Freddy Fazbear, blue Foxy, mine looks really freaking derpy for some reason, purple Foxy, probably my favorite out of all the Foxies, stand up, and green Foxy. I might get another one of these to make a radioactive Foxy custom. So, my problem with these... Oh, sorry. Funtime Freddy. So, my problem with the Blacklights is not that they're recolors or anything, but it's like the fact that they're doing multiple recolors for the same character. Like, there are 2 Freddys and 3 Foxies. I feel like it would have been a bit cooler if we got like a Blacklight Chica, a Blacklight Bonnie, or Blacklight Puppet to go along with this wave. Now, I do not have the Hot Topic exclusive BB, so let's just get right into my only plush for Wave 5. My collection, this wave still sucks, and it is probably my least favorite Fnaf plush of all time, Stanley. I mean, he just looks terrible. There's way too much printing. Like, I mean, yeah, I like Candy Cadet, and he has a lot of printing, but on there, it was just places where it was necessary, like with the screen and stuff like that. But literally, this is just printing all be freaking round. And the body is a freaking square. They're supposed to have legs, not be a square. And the legs are really poorly put on. Yeah, this is why Stanley doesn't appear in videos anymore, so I hate him. Now we have Wave 6 Fnaf 6. This one definitely avenged the quality of the plushies after Wave 3 started to make it go downhill. Wave 4 was decent, but was just recolors, and Wave 5 sucked, with literally only 2 good plushies, and of course it has to be the ones targeted by resellers. Funko. Alright, anyway, so, wait. I'll explain why I did that screen, but anyway, we got Rockstar Freddy. He was the first Fnaf 6 plush I got. Really like him. Rockstar Foxy. Looks adorable. My only criticism would be the parrot, because shares a similar problem with Bonbon from the sister location wave. And then next we have Lefty. And let me just say, it sucks that we didn't get any of the other scrap characters, honestly. And then next we have, the only retail plush I'm missing is Pig Patch, so sorry to the mediocre Melody fans. Anyway, we just got Orville. And then El Chip, got him for Christmas 2019. And next we got Helpy, the exact reason why I screamed earlier, because when I was about to share all of them here, I just realized I forgot about Helpy, so whatever. Now, before we get to the dreaded security breach wave, at least all the plushies I have in that wave, first we're going to do 2 random drops that they released out of nowhere. So, we got Can Cadet. Everyone hates this one, but at least it only has printing in the necessary spots. I mean, the whole thing is printing, but, I mean, who would want to spend their time and effort embroidering all these lights? The criticism that I'd have to give, though, are for the arms and the antenna, because there's no detail on the back of them. Other than that, I still like them. Next, we got Spring Bonnie, probably my second favorite Fnaf plush of all time. My first favorite Fnaf plush is Dreadbear, because he was one of the best releases that we've gotten. And now, we have the dreaded security breach wave. I only have 1 plush from this wave, and of course it had to be the original Glamrock Freddy. He's almost as bad as Stanley, but at least he doesn't look that bad. I mean, he looks kind of weird, but not bad. It's just that there's so much printing when unnecessary. Like, the mask is fine, and so is the lightning bolt, but the bow tie! You printed the bow tie! Are you serious, Funko? Like, you couldn't just embroider it on there? Like, all the other Freddys, including the bootlegs, had theirs attached. And then we just have this thing, which sticks out like a sore thumb. I mean, you embroidered in the inner ear. I would prefer more to have an embroidered bow tie instead of this piece of crap. Yeah, I really hope I can get the soft Glamrock Freddy soon, which actually has a bow tie. It's all the soft versions of the other one. Because with the crappy material, this wave was pretty much close to a scam. Also, not to mention, they were part of a series that Funko released that completely leaked Security Breach. Then in early 2021, we had a random drop of Phantom Balloon Boy. He is made out of the Security Breach material, but he's not as bad as Glamrock Freddy. I mean, Yes, he is a recolor of Balloon Boy, but it makes sense here, because I'm fine with recolors as long as the character itself is a recolor of another character in the game. Like, I'm fine with Lefty being a recolor of Rockstar Freddy, because they're the same model, but with Nightmare Freddy and Freddy, I feel like they should have made a completely new base. Anyway, on to the Curse of Dreadbear Wave. Oh, frick, I just forgot. So, around the same time they released Candy Cadet and Spring Bonnie, there was also a Jumbo Helpy plush. I know there are other Jumbos, but this is the only one I have. So, let's just stick them right here. Not that big, but whatever. So, I'm skipping Wave 8, or the Spring Colorway Wave, because I have no plushies from that wave, simply because it's the only one that I didn't want to buy any plushies from. I mean, it's just so lazy. It's literally recolors of recolors. Like, come on. Release some Fnaf AR characters like Radioactive Foxy or 8-Bit Baby or something. Not recolors of the Blacklights who are already recolors. At least those guys had something charming about them. Yeah, the only one that I actually like is Chocolate Bonnie. I'm trying to get him. I promise I'll get him soon. But anyway, it's time for the Dreadbear Wave, which saved the quality after the last two waves were complete. So, yeah. First up, we got Dreadbear, my favorite FNAF plush of all time. Yep. Of course, there's one fault of it, which is the printed-on bolts, but other than that, I still really like this guy. He is super accurate to what he looks like in the game. I used to think he looked derpy, but then I realized that's just how he looks in the game, with his mouth closed. I mean, obviously he would look pretty weird with the mouth open, so they just went with a closed mouth, which I think would look a lot better. Then we got Jacko Bonnie, and I used to think this looked really weird, but after looking at the original Nightmare Bonnie's design, I'm like, nah, this guy's fine. Because the original Nightmare Bonnie looks like but this one actually looks just like how Nightmare Bonnie should be, in my opinion. Or Jacko Bonnie. But, you know, the base should have been used for Nightmare Bonnie. Though I guess they didn't have the base yet. Next we got Jacko Chica. For some reason it has the Toy Chica feet and Toy Chica base. She's the weaker one out of the Jackos, but I guess she's alright. And then, probably the weakest one out of all the Dreadbear Wave, in my opinion. That's really not saying much negative about it. I'd still consider him decent. So there's some that I like better than others. Grim Foxy. I just wish they had the black spikes and upper teeth. Oh shoot, I killed some other plushies. There you guys go. Sorry about that. I'll get that later. Alright. Then, anyway, our last one, the Dreadbear Wave. A very special exclusive, Captain Foxy. My second favorite out of this whole wave. Alright, so now we got all the Funko plushies, so now here are just some customs that I'm going to show in this video. So first we got Purple Guy. First custom I ever made, looks like absolute shit. And then next we have the second custom I ever made. Hang on, it's here in my pile of customs. The Endoskeleton. It doesn't look too bad. It's just that he's very small. And I keep having to fix this spot in the leg. And then our next custom that we have is our Cusafak, or Shadow Bonnie. Extremely out of date. I really need to take a tutorial on how to make a Shadow Bonnie. Nightmarian, very outdated. Probably one of my worst ones that I ever made. And then next we have the Withereds. Withered Freddy, still remains the same. Withered Bonnie, I made some changes to him a few minutes before I made this video. Then we have Withered Bonnie's face. If you're wondering why I'm including Withered Bonnie's face of all things in a collection video, then stay tuned, because you'll find out why in a future episode. Then, just got finished making this yesterday. Withered Chica, she looks alright. Get this crappy crate out of here. And then next we got Withered Foxy. A bit outdated, because he just uses tape, but for what he is, I guess he looks fine. Then we got Accurate Shadow Freddy. Withered Golden Freddy. Accurate Mangle. Really falling apart. I need to fix that. It takes up a few slots. Then we got this random bootleg Golden Freddy that has been taken apart for parts. I might make into a custom of Gray Escape Golden Freddy, because that's my favorite FNAF AR skin of all time. And then next, our FNAF 6 customs. We got No One Crate. He looks like absolute I really need to fix him. Then we got Mr. Can Do. Bucket Bob. Head doesn't look like a bucket. Pan Stan. Head doesn't look like a pan. Scrap Trap. Made this one a month or two before Christmas. And then our last plush of this video, Scrap Baby. Alright, so here's my collection. I have a total of 60 Fnaf plushies. Not counting Wither Bonnie's face, though. Anyway, thank y'all for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!